Quite the attire on the Pistons as they made their way through the tunnel early. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. So with Cousins on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. We've got Davis. Miller is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Duncan in at the 5 spot. And for the Pistons, they've got Anthony. Mourning is out there with Yao. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Irving at the 3 spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up off the glass.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. The 19-foot shot and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Great D that time from Johnson.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Anthony with the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Back to Davis. Cleveland moving the ball around. Pass to Duncan. Second shot opportunity, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Davis, to the middle, and Williamson throws it down.
Goodness, I mean, we feel those Zion dunks shake the floor.
Here are the Pistons with the ball. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Shoots from the elbow. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williamson outside. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Detroit basketball.
Now here's Anthony. Now trying to get open. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Tim Duncan picks one up.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
That's good from Anthony.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses. Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here's Johnson. Fader on the way. Shots good by Anthony. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks in the mid-range.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's the dance cam. Let it go, everyone. Let's hear it.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. On the wing, Miller. Pass to Duncan. Miller against Anthony. Miller, the pass to Williamson. Duncan with the screen on Irving. Just 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there, just hammering it home.
Now, here's Johnson. Outside Anthony. Pass to Irving. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Davis setting the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Oh, that's too smooth. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander with some clever playmaking there.
On the wing, Irving. Covered by Williamson. And Irving throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Duncan. Davis finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Duncan. Over Yao. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. And here is Anthony. He's got 7. Oh, the lob to Irving. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Pistons trail by 6. Johnson with a screen on Miller. Takes a step back. With the teardrop and the nice bucket inside from Anthony. Anthony's got 9.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task, guys.
All right, David, thanks. Irving drives in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Irving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Stan, for 4 seasons, you were the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, and we were just talking the other day. What a great sports city Detroit is.
Oh, I absolutely loved my time in Detroit. I've still got 2 kids who live in the area, and great sports fans. Hardworking people that really value hardworking teams, and if you are one, they will be behind you all the way.
Now, here's Johnson. Still scoreless. Pistons passing it around. Anthony with the bucket.
Oh, great job by Anthony, keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. And the Cavaliers with some changes. So it's the Cavaliers now. It's a three-point game. Cousins with a screen on Morant. Back to Cousins. It's blocked. Holiday surveying the floor. Morant outside. Over Kuzi. And it's Morant missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Back to Cousins. Pierce with the steal. Inside. It's tipped. And that one's good. Morant.
And the level of concentration. Morant looks under control despite being under heavy duress.
Here's Love from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Pass to Ibaka. Here's against Red. Now Morant. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Cousins, the pass to Kuzi. Stojakovic kicks to Love. The Cavaliers with another miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Outside Pierce. Driving in. Down low. Holiday, the pass to Pierce. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Yeah, how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside. Always prepared to rise and fire.
Here's Kuzi. Nothing on the board. And Cousins kicks to Stojakovic. Stojakovic's screen on Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kuzi. To end the run. Pierce with a rebound.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Ibaka. And the rejection by Love.
Known primarily for his offense and rebounding, Love has the anticipation skills to make plays at the defensive end.
Now here is Red. Cousins with a screen for Red. He takes it in. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Love, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Head against Holiday. It's hauled in by Michael Red.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Love. No good there off the double clutch.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Holiday. Shoots over Cousins. And it falls over the rim and in. And it's a 4-point Piston lead.
It's hard to defend that any better. Holiday is just terrific at hitting shots while under duress.
Love can't hit.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Now here's Morant. Following the miss by Kevin Love. Goes up on the wing. Cavaliers with the rebound. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Here's Kuzi. Guarded by Morant. Here's Kuzi. He has yet to score. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pass to Morant. 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
It's blocked. Pierce feeling it out a bit. Pass to Morant. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. The shot by Holiday, no good. Now Cousins. Red for three. He doesn't hit that one. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Detroit. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Detroit.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Ja Morant, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Pierce. And it's Embry in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Pierce. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Now that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Stojakovic with the three. Excellent D there from Pierce.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Embry passes to Pierce. And the three ball is good. Pierce has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
Red against Holiday. The kick out to Red. Back to Cousins. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Embry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so two things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific score. Now here's Cousins, still yet to score. Head against Holiday to stop the run. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Love.
Playing at the 4 or the 5, Love's outside shooting helps provide the spacing, makes him so valuable to your offense.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Holiday, Drew, Holiday, one shot.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He He is a pro's pro.
Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Red. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. The first free throw is good.
And there's no doubt Morant near the top of the list of elite scorers in this league.
Both free throws good from Morant. You can see, and coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Now here's Morant, following the miss by Paul Pierce. Pass to Stojakovic. Now here's Love. Here's Cousins. A three-pointer, no good. Pistons leading by 9. Morant dishes to Pierce. Holiday with it, guarded by Red. Knocked loose. And Holiday kicks to Morant. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Love with the screen on Morant. Pierce against Red. The shot by Pierce, no good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Cousins with a screen on Pierce. Kuzi. And it's off from three-point range. Pistons leading by 11. Holiday, the pass to Ibaka. They double up Pierce. Red against Morant. 2 on the clock. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Pass to Kuzi. Some nice passing by Cleveland here from 12 feet out. That misses off the backboard.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Kevin Love. 1 shot.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Pass to Cousins. Red with the ball. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Red's got 6 in the quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Pierce. He's got 11. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Now here's Pierce. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. The shot by Pierce will not go. Stojakovic with it. No scoring in this one.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line. That one on Love. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. And he's good on the second. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
To the paint, here's Anthony. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Anthony's got 13.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Duncan finds Miller. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 8.
Love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Ibaka. Morning inside. Duncan is there. Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Miller. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here is Davis. Williamson outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's Miller on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Miller, no up.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
It's time for the dance cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Come on, show us the move. Give yourself a big round of applause.
Johnson outside. Here's Mourning. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Mourning's got his first basket of the night.
Check out Mourning inside, where he operates with such confidence. This close in, he knows he's got the shot.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Detroit leading by 7. Johnson outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson's shot is off. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Miller. And here is Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Duncan. That one, no good. Anthony with the defensive effort. Johnson surveying the floor. Irving passes to Johnson. Another shot. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Gow with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Ming makes defensively, using that huge reach to block or alter shots.
Here's Mourning. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Fires for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Anthony finds Johnson. Looks for Mourning. Gets it to him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, I love the athleticism of Mourning. More so, though, the motor. And you saw it on display there with the alley-oop.
Now, here is Miller. 8 points for him. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Anthony. Plays it in off the breakaway. Anthony's got 15.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Pass to Miller. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. Just 4 to shoot. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
At the line for the Cavaliers.
The free throw off from Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And Johnson drops them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Pistons leading by 11. And here is Johnson. Pass to Mourning. Back to Johnson. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So with Cousins on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. They've got Duncan. Williamson out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Miller. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the one spot. That one goes. Count it.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Anthony. Nobody near Irving. Good on the triple. Irving's got 6 points.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And the first one at the line is good. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Johnson, the pass to Mourning. Out to Anthony. Pass to Yao. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got his third bucket of the night.
And Yao just so big, he's able to see over the top of the defense, and that allows him to find an open teammate.
Duncan scanning the floor. Miller finds Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Davis, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside, here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Johnson, the pass to Mourning. Yao with a screen on Davis. Here's Mourning. And Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
and that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. That one falls. He's got 10. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Julius Erving comes up with the rebound. Here's Anthony. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And he gets it to go.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Get up, get up, get up, start making some noise. Can they tell?
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Erving misses. The Cavaliers trail by 12. Down low. Here's Williamson, and Mourning sends it back.
And that is why shooters fear Mourning. He's got excellent instincts for coming up with the block.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Miller finds Williamson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Now Erving. He's got 6. Yes, that goes in. Erving's got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And stolen by Mourning. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Anthony. Good, and the assist goes to Erving. Anthony's got 19 points. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
Detroit leading by 16. Now up top. Bobs it up for Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, great communication there. Setting Anthony up beautifully for the big-time finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. And the dunk by Duncan.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Williamson against Erving. Good, nice job down low. Erving's got 10 points.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Miller surveying the floor. Williamson outside. Duncan with a screen on Erving. Pocket 6. Williamson, the pass to Duncan. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Duncan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
Yeah, showing absolutely zero fear as he goes right at the bigger defender.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried.
To the middle. It's rebounded by Embry. Embry's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Morant. Ibaka with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Morant with it, guarded now by Duncan. Morant kicks to Pierce. Now Ibaka. Outside Holiday. Miller grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Here's Kuzi. Hasn't made one yet. Top of the key, Duncan. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. Ibaka outside. Back to Morant. Detroit, no good that time either. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Davis. Miller with a screen on Ibaka. Here's Davis, and it comes off the front of the rim. Detroit leading by 14. Pierce kicks to Ibaka. Pierce against Duncan. They need this one, and he makes that one. Pierce has got 13.
A true three-level scorer. Pierce can beat you anywhere on the floor.
Here's Kuzi, guarded by Morant. Kuzi passes to Duncan. Here is Miller. Takes it inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10. And so Morant will bring it up for the Pistons. They led by as many as 18 points. There's the pick. Pass to Embry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Tim Duncan picks one up. Pistons have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
At the line for Detroit, Wayne Embry, 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Duncan. Kevin Love comes in for Davis. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Miller. And Michael Redd is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the second from the line. And here are the Cavaliers now, down by 15. Kuzi passes to Cousins. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love with the screen on Morant. Kuzi with the bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Embry. He's guarded by Cousins.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also pound it inside with it.
First personal foul. 15 seconds.
This is his first free throw of the game.
For your Pistons, Paul Pierce taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Red.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Kuzi. Guarded by Morant. Love with the screen for Red. It's up a 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Cousins against Morant. Down low. It's deflected. Holiday inside the line. Detroit, no good that time either.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Detroit leading by 14. And the rejection by Cousins.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Cousins is a legitimate shot-blocking threat, using that reach to deter shots.
Mr. Red jacks up a 3, hits it from three-point range. Red's got 11 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And they double up Morant. 5 to shoot. Pierce gets to Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Love. Love's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Pierce. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
13-5. At the line for 1, Paul Pierce.
Twenty seconds left in the third. Here's Kuzi, guarded by Morant. Pass to Cousins. A kick out to Red. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's the Detroit Pistons out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Pierce, Ja Morant, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Ibaka in at the 4. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent, superb passer, who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they've performed at the line.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Detroit with it. Ibaka outside. Here's Embry. He's guarded by Cousins. 4 on the shot clock. Morant bats for 2, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Here's Kuzi. Michael Redd on the wing. Out left to the wing. Here's Kuzi. Guarded by Morant. The shot's good from Kuzi. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Morant outside. For 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Kuzi. For 3, Love. Rebounded by the Pistons. Holiday's got 4 rebounds now tonight. He lobs it up. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's Kuzi. Guarded by Morant. Love the pass to Stojakovic. Here's Kuzi. 6 to shoot. Right up top, guarded by Holiday. Redd misses. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. The lead is 15. Pass to Ibaka. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
High-level passer. Even for a point guard, Morant shows the imagination.
Now, here's Stojakovic. Love up top. Here's the try. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Here's at the elbow. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Off target with his 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
It's good from long range.
Can't give Redd that kind of room, especially from the corner.
Pass to Embry. Holiday with the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Pass to Cousins. Here's Kuzi. Love with the screen on Ibaka. Here's Kuzi. No good on the 3. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Morant against Redd. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Morant. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Red. Fires it up. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Back to Morant. Lets a floater go. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Kuzi. Pass to Red. Carries it from three-point range. Red's got 19 points.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Holiday with the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Stojakovic. To the paint. Here's Kuzi. Kicks it out to Love. From outside, off the mark.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Here's Holiday. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Muscling through contact. Holiday has the strength and body control to do it.
Second team foul. At the line for your Pistons. Holiday, Drew. Holiday. One shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Love outside. Off target from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And finished up by Morant.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Love outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Red against Holiday. Over Red. Up and in from the low block. Holiday's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end. Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Kuzi passes to Love. And here's Stojakovic. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Pistons leading by 20. Anthony with it. Pass to Mourning. Over Davis. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Williamson against Johnson. And Williamson throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The 15-footer. Rebound, Detroit. Johnson outside. Pass to Yao. Davis against Irving. Johnson outside. There's the triple. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Nice seeing Johnson drain the 3-ball, proving how lethal of a scorer he can be.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Johnson. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Miller. There's Williamson with the 3. The shot, no good. Pistons leading by 21. Now, here's Johnson. Pass to Mourning. Now Yao. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. Over Williamson. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Yao. Anthony's got 23.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. And they pick up 2.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 1 shot.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Here's Johnson. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Irving.
And guys, in the open court, that's where Dr. J has you holding your breath. He is a human highlight reel.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Carmelo Anthony.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Miller finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Miller against Johnson. Miller, the pass to Williamson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Johnson, the pass to Mourning. They double team Yao. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Irving for 3. Kept alive. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass. Just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive boards.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Johnson with a screen on Miller. Deep 2 from Anthony, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pistons.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Anthony kicks to Irving. Yao draws the double. And here is Mourning. Pass to Anthony. Over Duncan. Anthony can't hit. And it's Davis with the ball for the Cavaliers. Miller dishes to Duncan.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan just too much for the D to handle.
13-5. At the line for the Cavaliers, Tim Duncan. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Anthony taking his time here. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody have the green light, so I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.